At first, the idea is not observed, then there is no hope for it. Albert Einstein, the creator of this quote, understood this very well. If you regret to entertain absurdity and the vulnerability that comes along with it, you are ruling out great ideas and great opportunities. I have to confess that I have had many absurd ideas throughout my life, that my family and friends thought that they were too risky to take or too absurd to have a remote possibility of success. The first absurd idea that I most clearly remember was when I decided to leave my country, Peru, and move to Argentina. I left my family, my friends, and everything that I have known when I was 21 years old. While Argentina is another Spanish-speaking country in South America, I unquestionably felt like an immigrant. Being an immigrant is a hard business. It is always trying to fit in when your voice is not understood, when everything around you sounds strange, threatening, disruptive, when discrimination makes you feel as if you are trying to steal something that is not yours, when the sentiment of losing your identity and who you are completely takes over your life. All these feelings are carried around, pushing you to create a sense of belonging for yourself. Being an immigrant is a feeling full of vulnerability. But then, 8 years ago, I had another absurd idea. I decided to become an immigrant again. I moved to the United States, following love this time. That project didn't work out as I imagined it. But it gave me the chance to start a new career, to work in international development that has been, without a doubt, the inspiration for the work that I'm doing now. Yet, a little more than a year and a half ago, another absurd idea struck me, one that I couldn't let go. And I found myself quitting my job, giving up a solid career that offered a safety net to go work in a basement kitchen in a church. Yes, that sounded absurd and crazy to many. You are sabotaging yourself, my friends told me. Take some time, think about it, others said. But greed was louder than anything else. It was screaming opportunity and giving me the chance to channel my experience in development and my entrepreneurial spirit into an ambitious venture to help transform the life of men and women, immigrants like me. As an immigrant, I see myself with a huge responsibility. We are bridges between two different places with different cultures, idiosyncrasies, language, and different food. We can connect those two places for the greatness of our society. That responsibility pushed me to start thinking about ways to help my local immigrant community, to empower them to live better lives and to share the values of our culture. I started from the very beginning. I performed countless hours of research to better understand the barriers and obstacles to employment that the Hispanic community faces. I quickly learned that the hospitality and food service industries were major employers of Hispanic workers. My research also showed that Hispanics working in those industries lack of English skills, therefore are unable to develop successful career paths. Lack of access to training programs also prevent Hispanics from obtaining the necessary skills to improve their opportunities for jobs. After learning all that, my whole world completely changed. And I became obsessed with learning what other organizations were doing to support and help vulnerable and underserved communities. I learned about programs that failed and programs that were working. At that point, the absurd idea of taking actions towards addressing the interrelated issues of unemployment, food insecurity, and poverty that the Hispanic community faces looked like a giant elephant in front of me. However, I have always believed that if you are in the right path, the whole world conspires to help you. So vulnerability, one more time, entered my life. And because I have experienced it so often, this time I took it to my advantage. My entrepreneurial and risk-taker self kept repeating in my mind that innovators are the ones who don't know that it cannot be done. So towards the end of 2012, this absurd idea formed in my mind, and I realized that through the power of food, we can create agents of social and economic change to battle the insecurities in our communities. With that, La Cocina, the kitchen, was born. Food will be used as the nucleus for transformation, as the agent and catalyst for change that will allow us to empower women and men with professional training and English skills to obtain better jobs. Food will also be used to help our communities understand the importance of healthier eating habits to combat the high rates of obesity present in our communities. And food will also be used to create new job opportunities and to invite and inspire other members of the community to join together to be catalysts for greatness. It wasn't easy. It took perseverance and resilience. And I'm happy to think that my father, a self-educated entrepreneur at heart, that passed away without making his dreams come true, will be so proud of his daughter. She didn't give up when many turned their backs on her, when many believed that her vision had big chances of failing. But suddenly, things started to come together. Strangers started opening doors. We started making connections and signing partnerships and agreement with community college, community churches, foundations, private corporations, nonprofits, and many volunteers. This is how it works. La Cocina offers bilingual culinary job training program for the unemployed members of the Hispanic community. Through training in culinary arts, vocational English, life and employment skills, and job placement assistance, we help the unemployed secure long-term jobs in the food service and hospitality businesses. In addition to that, we also take care of the immediate needs of our neighbors, preparing and distributing healthy meals. Food that is donated to our kitchens every day is transformed into healthy meals prepared by the students of our programs and are donated to low-income families and homeless individuals with the purpose of improving their access to healthier meal options. These same men and women that are recipients of our food now, in some point, become students of our training programs, closing this way a robust circle of sustainability. I have been thinking how we can expand these services to other communities. I never thought that I could come across the stories that we have seen and heard on this first year of work. Stories of human trafficking, domestic abuse, chronic unemployment, food insecurity and poverty that are present in more than 90% of the people that we help every day. I was struck not by the vulnerability of these people that were losing their homes from one day to the other, who don't have access to medical services when they get sick, or who frequently don't get paid enough to buy food. That really didn't strike me. What struck me the most was their cleverness to survive. I found it an amazing quality that needed to be channeled in positive ways. And we knew that La Cocina could do that for them. Through the power of food, right now, we have been able to connect the community to support these new Americans, hard workers, with dreams like everyone sitting in this auditorium today. Now, we are able to tell stories of success, like José's, a 19-year-old from El Salvador. He was almost a dropout of high school. He was working for a landscaping company, earning $7 an hour. José came to our kitchen. He finished the program, and he's now working in a full-time job as a cook at an upscale hotel in the area. José also had the chance to share his story with Senator Tim Kaine when he came to the kitchen to learn more about our programs. José is now earning $13 an hour with access to full benefits and with a plan to go to college to become a baker and pastry chef and to own his own business in some point in the future. Thank you. Or stories such as Sandra's, another woman from El Salvador. She survived many years of emotional and physical domestic abuse along her 3 children. She founded La Cocina. She graduated from the program, and she got invited to be part of an internship program at a food service leader corporation with the expectation of getting a full-time job as a cook. She didn't get that. Instead, she got an offer to be the manager of her own kitchen station. She was able to demonstrate leadership skills, those skills that were hidden her entire life, but that came alive after obtaining education and enough confidence to believe in the possibility of success. Sandra had the chance to teach Senator Tim Kaine how to clean green beans correctly. Now she is earning $15 an hour with access to full benefits, medical services, and with a bright new career in the industry. If you guys happen to know Hispanic, you may know that we are loud and expressive and friendly and passionate. But believe me, that could be very painful if it's not used in positive ways. Not long ago, our kitchen was filled not just with loud salsa music, but with fights and criticism and jealousy among our students. I told them, I'm calling the Food Network right now to offer them some good, rich material, Hispanic drama in the kitchen, with the title, First Season of Heat in the Kitchen, and we are not talking about hot peppers, or something like that. But we were able to channel all that energy into tolerance, team building, and understanding of each other's issues. To date, we have worked with people that represent 8 countries from South and Central America, ranging from 19 to 58 years old, that combined are generating almost $500,000 in salaries and almost $100,000 in contributions in income taxes that are going back to our local economy. These people have also prepared more than 13,000 healthy meals that have gone donated to our other neighbors in need. I have been wondering how we could expand these current services to other communities going through the same struggles. How we can channel the entrepreneurial spirit of women and men into tangible, concrete actions to transform their current situations. And how we can build more solutions on top of what we have now. And to be aligned with the national conversation about entrepreneurship as a tool to alleviate poverty, we want to empower innovators from underserved communities through a kitchen incubator. A kitchen shared space where entrepreneurs, food-related small business owners could have the opportunity to come and prepare their products in a safe environment and to launch and grow successful businesses that will create new job opportunities. We are working on this project. We are expecting to open our new doors in the summer of 2016. You might be wondering, though, how we have been able to come from this absurd idea to a successful model that is impacting our community in positive ways in a very short period of time. And I think I have a secret ingredient: strangers. As I mentioned before, the strangers that place their trust in me. Yes, the same strangers that we tend to avoid because we don't know or we don't understand. The ones that are important in our lives precisely because they are different from us and they know things that we don't. And I'm not making this up. I read a book last year, The Necessity of Strangers, that puts into words what I have secretly believed for years, that strangers make me vulnerable one more time. Strangers push me out of my comfort zone, and strangers brings out the best in me. From up here, I can see a crowd of faces, a sea of strangers, a mass of unknowns. But believe me, I can also see and feel its powerful potential. Take a look around you, to your neighbor on your right, to your neighbor on your left, the one in front and behind you. That person could be the one that you have been looking for to start a business with, to marry, or to connect you with that opportunity that can help you make a difference in somebody's life. And that's a truly absurd idea, that a complete stranger from this room could change your life forever. Take that chance. Make that connection, not just to make this world a better place, but to intervene, to be an active participant in change. And finally, if I could have the privilege, before leaving this stage, to plant a message in your minds, it will be this: If you guys are not somehow related to a Hispanic now, I promise that you will be in the future.